Arsenal Fan TV. I've been joined today by Sam from UnitedPeoplesTV, the Manchester United channel. Now, I know we're not playing them, but the reason why I thought I'd get Sam in on this is I want to debate a subject that came up at the weekend, which was actually brought up by Jurgen Klopp of Liverpool. And Klopp was saying that he felt all alone, which was very funny, I thought.
You'll never walk alone.
You never walk alone.
Unless you lose to Crystal Palace, then you might.
But, you know, on a serious note, he brought up a really, what I thought was he made a great point, which is fans leaving early before a game's finished. Now, it's something that bugs the life out of me.
Yeah.
Fans leaving early. Now, first of all, I'm going to talk about Arsenal, and I was going to ask you about Manchester United. I know you're a season ticket holder there.
Yeah.
At Arsenal, it happens a lot. You know, you'll see fans leaving sometimes 15 minutes before the game's about to finish. You'll see, you know, fans. The other day, Arsenal versus Tottenham. You know, it's like 10 minutes left. It's 1-1.
People left early from that.
Arsenal all over Tottenham. I saw some fans leaving early.
Nah.
I'm serious, you know, so, you know, whilst I wanted to, when Jurgen Klopp was having a go at Liverpool fans, whilst I wanted to sort of, you know, lay into them on Twitter and say, oh, your support is, you know, dodgy because they're all leaving early, to be honest, it happens at our place as well. Does it happen at Manchester United?
It happens at every club, because you've always, I mean, I'm a season ticket holder and I live in London, so I've got to travel to games doing like 2.5 hours train there, 2.5 hours train back.
Right.
The problem with people leaving early from stadiums is, as you as a fan that doesn't have to leave early, it's hard to define who's leaving early because they want to get to the pub quicker for a drink, and who's leaving early because they have to catch that train to get home. You can't define which fan is which. So to you, everyone just looks like a bad fan because they're leaving early. There's no context, and you can't get that context.
I mean, to be fair, I remember when I used to go to Highbury, and there used to be this guy who used to sit just in front of me, and I remember every single game, with about 10 minutes to go, he'd just get up and go. It used to bug the life out of me, and I was like, you know, he was a nice guy, so chat to him and that, and then I was like, nah, one week I was like, I've got to ask this guy, what's your problem? So I said to him, I go, why do you always get up 10 minutes before the end of a game and leave? And he said, well, you know what, I live in Coventry, he goes, right, and he goes, if I don't leave, you know, these were in evening games, right?
Yeah,
he goes, if I don't leave 10 minutes before and beat the queue, which is horrendous, by the way, to get to the tube, he goes, and I miss that train, I'm stuck in London till the next day, because that is the last train back to Coventry. So I hear where you're coming from on that. But then on the other hand, I've seen fans leave the ground early, and you go down a pub later on and they're in there. Why are they left? You know what I mean? I hate it. I don't know. Yeah, it's to define. I hear what you're saying, but I don't know.
Well, the idea of paying hundreds of pounds a year to get a season ticket to go and support your team is you go and support your team. And United fans know more than most that you really, really shouldn't leave if there's 5-10 minutes left of the game, because some of United's best moments in history have come in that last 5-10 minutes of games. I mean, you've probably had your fair share of late goals as well.
Oh, yeah.
When that game's hanging on a knife edge, I don't know how you can mentally remove yourself in a situation and think, oh, I've got to catch that 5:35 train. Let me just ignore this. I'll check on the BBC Sport updater or something like that.
Do you remember that game, Southend?
Yeah.
When they were in the they was playing a game that it's
playoff final at Wembley,
and loads of their fans left, and they scored a goal in the last seconds of extra time, and they showed the camera on Wembley Way with loads of fans trying to run back to get back in the ground. They should have locked them out.
I would not let them back in.
But you know what? I mean, like you said, to define it, but there's also another aspect to it, in that sometimes when your team's losing, so say you're losing 2-1, there's an even bigger exodus.
Yeah.
Or 3-1, a big exodus of people who leave. Now, again, I think that's wrong. If you're supporting your team, you're supporting your team. Yeah, you're losing 2-1, but again, you've got 10 minutes to get back into it. You're losing 3-1.
Yeah.
You could possibly score 2 goals. I mean, I was there when we got beaten 6-0 by Chelsea, right? And I stayed till the end because I just felt that, you know, you've got to be able to take it as well. When you've lost, stay to the end, support your team, clap them off, or maybe you might want to even have a go at them. But I think you should stay till the end. I mean, obviously we'll be filming videos and that, so sometimes when the game's coming towards the end, I'll sort of make my way towards the exit so I can sort of beat the little rush out.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I never ever leave a game early.
Well,
never.
How many fans do you think would have left Anfield early if they were beating Crystal Palace 2-1? Do you think it would have been the same amount of fans leaving the stadium?
No, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been.
I don't think it would have been either. Those are the fans that piss everyone off. The fans that do leave in the context of the game. If you are getting drummed 3-0 and there's only 10 minutes left, I sod this, I wasted.
Well, there's be some people, I've seen this at Arsenal, and I love our fans, but I'm not going to stick up for anybody. Because this is a problem with football fans as a whole. You'd be losing 3-0 at half time. I saw it at Stoke last year.
Yeah.
And his fans gone at half time. And actually, in that game, we nearly got back into it. I think we lost by 3-2 in the end, right? We nearly got back. Now, why have you left at half time? Why have you gone all the way up to Stoke? And then, stuff this 3-0. No one's got a gun given right to win every game.
Right, let's play devil's advocate here. The flip side of the coin is this person's paid 60 quid for a train, they paid 50 quid for a ticket, they spent 20 quid in a pub, they spent over 100 quid to go and watch that game. They are perfectly entitled to walk out. It's like going to a film that you don't like. You leave it. I remember going to see Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams. Right? I was really excited about this film. It was ended up being 3 hours of him being a robot. And it was so crap that I left after 2 hours.
Yeah, but no, I think it's a bit different to a film. You're a fan. I think the affiliation to a film and the affiliation to a club is a bit different. You're there to support your team through thick or thin, right?
Yeah.
I'm Arsenal till I die. You know what I mean?
Unless we're losing 2-1.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're under the cosh 2-0, and then how are you supporting your players? The players on the pitch need you. And you know what? I was chatting to this fan the other day, right? And he was going over to watch. Dortmund versus Schalke, and he was saying to me that at Dortmund they have various sets of supporters that cheer on different players.
Yeah.
And different players, if they're going for a bad time in a game, they get behind that particular player to try and lift his game. So if you're there to support your team, you're there to support your team.
Something that I suppose fans wouldn't really take into context as well is if you're a player on a pitch and you're up against it in a tough game, you're losing 2-0, and you look over to the stand and you can see fans walking out. That must affect you as a player and think, oh crap, we're playing that bad, we've forced them to leave. You lose your concentration a little bit, and obviously you'd never know about this because you don't speak to the players. But there are two sides to this coin. I'm completely in. You go there to support your team, you stay there and support your team.
Again, there's sometimes you could be like 3-0 up and people leave early again.
Why would you leave 3-0 up?
Because they're like, we've won this game, let's go and get the train. What is the point in going?
No, there's no point in that. But as I said, there will be people that disagree and say, like, if I pay my money, I'm perfectly entitled to spend my money however I want it to. I'm not going to let you tell me how to spend it. And you can't. That's kind of fair enough. But I suppose it's the culture of being a fan. It comes with certain guidelines. And
let's ask you guys. What do you think? Leave your comments below. I don't care what club you support. I know there's a lot of fans of other teams that come on here. Let us know what it's like at your place, and let us know what you think of it. Should you stay till the end? No matter whether you're winning, whether you're losing, if you're supporting your team, should you stay to the end and support your team? Or, as Sam was saying, is it your right? You've paid your money. It's your right to leave early. Or let us know if you're one of these fans that go to watch Arsenal and you got to catch a train or whatever. Let us know if you do leave early. Let us know the reason why you leave early, so that I can kind of start to get my head around it, because it is a problem in English football. Thanks for Sam from United Peoples. His channel is United Peoples TV. For all you Man United fans, check it out.
There's loads of them on your channel all the time.
They come to see the real football.
No chance.
But let us know what you think about this. We might even do a little poll. We're going to put a little poll, I think, in the comments section, so that we can get a grasp of this situation. Thanks for watching Arsenal Fan TV.
Take it easy.
Good point or a bad point?
I think we have to say a good point. It's an opportunity missed simply because City did slip up against Villa, and it's one of those. I put on Twitter that it's an opportunity. The ball's in our court, and for us to have beaten Spurs, and we had the chances to beat them.